about ready to begin.
Hello, everyone, and good morning. Thank you for joining us here at the York History Center in beautiful York, Pennsylvania. So please rise if you are able as the William Penn Senior High School Junior ROTC Bearcat Battalion presents the colors, immediately followed by Kevin Smyers, Director of the York County Veterans Affairs, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And then please remain standing for our national anthem, which will be performed by Brian Tate, York County Register of Wills and Clerk of Orphans Court, and America 250 PA's York County Advisor. So please rise.
Left arm, march. Color guard, pull. Left face. Post colors. Reset, arms.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Left face. Forward, march.
You may be seated. So welcome again. I'm Cassandra Coleman, and I have the distinct honor of serving as the Executive Director of America 250 PA. And we are the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's commission that was charged with planning and coordinating all of the programming, projects, and events around the 250th anniversary of our nation next year in 2026. Across 67 counties and over 400 local communities and counting, America 250 PA is committed to one mission: reaching every Pennsylvanian. We've launched over a dozen initiatives, and now we are focused on shaping an epic statewide calendar of events. Today's event, which is part of the Bells Across Pennsylvania initiative, was made possible through the generous support of First Energy, the Government of York, and the Arthur J. and Lee R. Gladfelter, Powder Mill, J. William Wareheim, and the Kinsley Foundations, as well as the Graham Foundation. This brings us one step closer to placing a commemorative bell in each of Pennsylvania's 67 counties ahead of next year's 250th anniversary. These fiberglass bells may not ring, but they are far from silent. Each one tells a story about community. It tells a story about creativity. And most importantly, they tell a story about pride. We are deeply grateful to all of our sponsors today for helping bring this vision to life and to here in York County. I now have the honor of introducing some of our distinguished guests today. America 250 PA is grateful for the strong support that we have received from elected leaders at every level of government in every corner of our Commonwealth. Today, we are pleased to have several here with us to offer some remarks. First, I would like to introduce Pennsylvania Attorney General Dave Sunday.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you this morning. I can't think of a more fantastic way to start my day than stopping here in York and seeing all of my friends and colleagues that I've spent so many years with. Most of you should know that I was a DA here for many years. And I just wanted to take a minute to just talk about York County. You know, when I was elected Attorney General, I didn't quite, I don't think anyone's quite ready for the things they see in that role. And I will tell you that every day I thank God for my experience here in York County. As a district attorney, we've done amazing things together here in York, and it was through working together. And a lot of the initiatives that grew out of the work that we all did are things that I'm pushing all over Pennsylvania, to include just the awesome work we've done with regard to substance abuse all throughout Pennsylvania, with regard to the mental health crisis. These are things, and we have initiatives that are all throughout Pennsylvania that started right here in York with a lot of us that I see in front of us here that work together on it. Everything from crime reduction, the work and I will tell you that it was all done here working together. And I share that with you because I can't be more proud to be here. And what a better place for Pennsylvania, for America 250 than to be here in York County, where so many wonderful things have started. I can tell you with all seriousness that, you know, when I go throughout Pennsylvania and I look at the work that's being done, there's wonderful things. My heart will always be here in York County. And I have no doubt that people all throughout the history of our country can say that about their path through York County, the things they learned here, and how it took them to places all throughout our nation and our world. And so it's wonderful to be here with everyone. Thank you for having me, and I wish everyone the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, I would like to introduce Pennsylvania Auditor General Tim DeFore.
So one of the things a lot of people don't know about me is during my career, I actually got my start within the Pennsylvania Office of Attorney General. And I can't think of a better person to lead that office than David Sunday. So thank you, David, for the job that you're doing. And thank you, Cassandra, for the warm introduction and for everything that you're doing for America 250 PA. It's not an privilege to celebrate the dedication of 6 bells for your county. Your county played a vital role in the formation of our nation, and it is appropriate that we mark our 250th anniversary with these historic markers. America 250 PA is bringing places to life that are rich in history, but are not known to all of us. Like this past June, we unveiled our 3rd semi-quincentennial bell here in York County at Camp Security. Growing up in Harrisburg, and New York was the capital of the United States for parts of 1777 and parts of 1778. And you had the Continental Congress met here and adopted the Articles of Confederation. And although I grew up 30 miles north of here in Harrisburg, I still felt a sense of pride knowing that about York. But here's what I and others didn't know about York County. I didn't know anything about Camp Security and the interesting role and the important role that it played during the American Revolution. There's also the Dennis Farm, where we dedicated our first semi-quincentennial bell. Dennis Farm is a 153-acre farm about 150 miles north of here in Susquehanna County, and has been owned by the same African-American family since the late 1700s. Then there's the Holly Silk Mill, where we dedicated our second semi-quincentennial bell. The Holly Silk Mill honors immigrant labor and the historic contributions immigrants played to northeastern Pennsylvania. Three places not known to many of us until America 250 PA and the dedication of those three semi-quincentennial bells. The semi-quincentennial bells we dedicated weren't just markers. They were physical reminders of our shared history and the roles these special places have played in the formation of our nation and of its Commonwealth, the same way as the bells we dedicate today that will be placed in all 67 counties to celebrate their role in the formation of our nation and of this Commonwealth. So today, we honor the history of York County and the role that it played in our nation's history. And I've said this before, and as we learn about our history and other people's history, it helps us to better understand ourselves. And that's why we are here, to learn about and honor those who came before us. And as an ex officio member of America 250 PA, I am proud to honor York County with these 6 bells representing bells across Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, look at that. Brett with the save. Next, I would like to introduce York County's President Commissioner, Julie Wheeler.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want to start by thanking Cassandra and the American 250 PA team for all their help and guidance in Bells Across Pennsylvania initiative here in York County. And a special thank you to our York County friends, Attorney General David Sunday and Auditor General Tim DeFore. We know you gentlemen are very busy, and we really appreciate you taking time out of their busy schedule to be here with us today to help dedicate these 6 bells. I also want to give a special thanks, shout out to Brian Tate. He's the chair of the America 250 PA York County Advisory Board, and to Kelly Gibson with the Cultural Alliance of York for their partnership and leadership in this initiative. We also have with us today some of our community's strongest leaders, both in business and philanthropy. I would like to take a moment to specifically thank the following donors, which Cassandra mentioned earlier, whose financial contributions brought these pieces of art to life. They include the Powder Mill Foundation, the Arthur J. and Lee R. Gladfelder Foundation, the Graham Foundation, the William J. Wareheim Foundation, the Kinsley Foundation, and First Energy of Pennsylvania, and Explore York. Please give these leading community organizations a round of applause. Thank you. I also want to thank the William Penn Senior High JROTC Bearcat Battalion and York County Veteran Affairs Director Kevin Smyers for their help in making this ceremony so special. Give them a round of applause. And as we all know, in order for things like this to happen, there are always people that are working behind the scenes that don't get noticed and don't always get recognized. So, since I have the mic, I want to make sure that I recognize some individuals here. Abby Gibb from the Planning Commission, Kiana Chow from York County Government, Rebecca Laird from York County Government, and Jim Runchall from York County Government. The 4 of them have been working behind the scenes to make all this possible. So if we could please show our appreciation and give them a round of applause. As the Auditor General recalled, some of you might recall back in July, we dedicated a bronze commemorative semi-quincentennial bell at Camp Security Park, which is located in Springersbury Township. That bell marks the historical significance of Camp Security, which is the last remaining undeveloped site of the Revolutionary War prison camp in the nation. But it also stands as a symbol of York County's significant role it has played through the great American story of these past 250 years. As we stand here today in this beautiful York County History Center, it is a fitting place to celebrate that remarkable history. By now, we all know one of York's claims to fame is that it hosted the Second Continental Congress from September 30th, 1777 to June 27th, 1778. And in just a couple of years, we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Articles of Confederation, which were drafted and adopted here in York County by the Second Continental Congress. In fact, tomorrow marks the 248th anniversary of the Articles of Confederation. That's right, it was November 15th, 1777, when the Articles were officially adopted. It is often considered America's first national constitution, and it happened right here in York County. But, as they say, that's not all. The Second Continental Congress may have only been in York for 9 months, but they were busy during that short time. In just a couple of weeks before adopting the Articles of Confederation, Congress did something else that would change this nation forever. On November 1st, 1777, Congress proclaimed a national holiday of Thanksgiving. No, it wasn't a day to celebrate the fellowship and collaboration between Pilgrims and the Native Americans in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Instead, the Continental Congress proclaimed a national day of Thanksgiving to celebrate the American victory at the Battle of Saratoga. It was a decisive victory for the Continental Army and served as a turning point for the fledgling army, which had been retreat from the British for months. Here we are, 240 years later, and in less than 2 weeks, our nation will once again pause for a National Day of Thanksgiving. Yes, folks, that started right here in York County. By now, we should not be surprised when we hear of York's unique and special place in our nation's history. Those of us that live here, as the Attorney General said, know how special York County is. York County embodies the unique American spirit of independence and innovation that has helped build this country into the greatest nation on earth. History was made here in York County. Indeed, one could argue that America has been forged, at least in part, by York County's makers, innovators, and leaders. And today, we celebrate 6 of those makers, whose creative talents and remarkable gift for visual storytelling have made York County's bells across Pennsylvania a fitting tribute to the richness and diversity of our county. In a few moments, Kelly will lead us in the unveiling of these beautiful pieces of art, so I won't spoil the surprise, but I will say that these bells are a wonderful representation of York County's history, our communities, and most importantly, our people. They are, in a sense, visual love letters to York County, showcasing both our rural roots, our manufacturing prowess, and our natural resources and man-made milestones. These bells help to tell York County's unique story. I want to again thank each of these artists for so beautifully capturing the richness, beauty, and diversity of York County. These works of art provide a window into the soul of our communities, and they help us build a better York County, one beautiful bell at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Before we continue, I'd also like to acknowledge some other special guests we have here with us today. We have Senator Dawn Kiefer. Thank you for being here. We have York County Commissioners Scott Burford and Doug Hoke. Thank you for being here. York Mayor Michael Helfrich. And the Office of Congressman Lloyd Smucker. So thank you all for being here. As I mentioned earlier, our work is made possible by the generous support of partners from every part of Pennsylvania. And I'm proud now to welcome John Hawkins, President of First Energy Pennsylvania, one of today's sponsors.
Cassandra, I just want to thank you. We're proud to be a partner, and thank you for your support as well. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Hawkins, President of First Energy Pennsylvania, and I'm honored to be with you today here in York County for a truly special moment, the unveiling of a new Liberty Bell. This isn't just a bell. This is a symbol of freedom, unity, and the enduring spirit of Pennsylvania. It's fitting that we unveil our first energy bell at a renovated power plant, tracing its roots back to 1885 and once a med ed facility. We are pleased that our donation allowed Chelsea Foster to create such a beautiful bell with its towering stack and lightning bolt, a nod to the steam plant's working past. First Energy is proud to support the people in the communities that we serve. Through the Bells of Cross Pennsylvania program, we're not just commemorating the nation's 250th anniversary, we're celebrating the role our Commonwealth played in shaping America's story. From the triumphs to the trials, Pennsylvania has been at the heart of it all. It's our way of saying we believe in this mission. We believe in honoring our past, inspiring future leaders, and making sure every Pennsylvanian across all 67 counties feels connected to this historic milestone. Our mission is to deliver safe and reliable electric service to more than 2 million customers across Pennsylvania, including more than 180,000 med ed customers who call York County home. This bell will bring people together through America's promise. It will stand as a lasting reminder of who we are, where we've been, and where we're going. First Energy Pennsylvania looks forward to powering your dreams as your trusted energy partner as our great nation embarks on its next 250 years. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And now, please join me in welcoming Kelly Gibson, President of the Cultural Alliance of York County, speaking on behalf of the talented artists who helped make today's celebration possible. Kelly?
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm Kelly Gibson, President of the Cultural Alliance of York County, and we were honored to have worked with these 6 artists in the creation of these bells. These bells are as varied and rich in detail as our county. From rolling farmland to our Susquehanna River, from our PA Dutch roots to the Articles of Confederation and the people of color who were here when they were signed. The bells designed by these 6 artists are a wonderful reflection of our county's history. First, all the way to your left, we have Susquehanna Riverlands, circa 1608 by Brett Greiman. This design reflects the history and beauty of the Susquehanna Riverlands and its first inhabitants. The date refers to the year the Susquehannocks first met Captain John Smith. Next, we have The Energy of York County by Chelsea Foster, commissioned to tell the story of electricity in our county by First Energy. She Lays in the Valley by Andy Simpson reflects the rolling farmlands that are a familiar sight around York County and reminiscent of the farm where Andy grew up. Ophelia Chambliss created We the People, We Were Here. The bell design is a representation of original Articles of Confederation and the Constitution of the United States. There is a nod to an acknowledgement of Black Americans being part of this history in its original story, in the background and in the beginning. Mary Moore's bell honors the German ancestry of Hanover and its role in Pennsylvania. She has incorporated traditional Dutch hex signs, overlapping hands to encourage connection and engagement, pretzels to honor the snack food innovations, and the Black Rose of Hanover, as well as the Pennsylvania Keystone. Dusk on the Farm by Annalise Wono rounds out our bells. It invokes the nostalgia of exploring the cornfields at dusk, catching fireflies, admiring how the sunset looks like a painting, and making friends with all the animals, especially the cows. They will be on display here at the York County History Center until they are installed in spring of 2026. You'll be able to see them on the American 250 PA website, as well as the York County Public Art Map at york365.com. Thank you to all of you artists who took on this commission and whose work will be enjoyed by families and visitors at our county parks for decades to come. And now, let's see these bells.
Thank you so much, Kelly. And before we get to the moment that we have all been waiting for, I want to thank you all again for being here. And as we mark 250 years of the American experiment, these bells here today anchor York County in that legacy. They were imagined by local artists. They were made possible by our generous sponsors, and they are placed here with purpose. So now I would ask for all of the artists to join us at your bell, and for all of those who are helping us unveil the bells, please come forward. A reminder to please stand behind the bells and pull the cloths off to the back. And then what we will do is we will unveil these bells together, and we will do a countdown once everybody is in place. So we are going to move this podium and this microphone. In 2026. So thank you again for being here. Let's get everybody behind the bell. We're going to get one large group shot. Amanda, Kelly, okay. So let's get everybody seated behind their bells, please. That's awesome. Good. Brian? Good. So let's look straight and then look at Brett. Okay, so everyone's looking at Brett? Brett. Wave your hand, Brett. Wave your hand. Brett, wave your hand. Under the chair. Wait. He's not waving. No, he's waving. Okay. Amanda, Amanda's up there in the blue. Oh, that's great.
My social media manager here, so I have to take reels.
Can we have all the elected officials join us, please? Other commissioners?